St. Baldrick's event. Eighth. I can't believe it's been 8 years. I really can't. So, 8 years ago, Dave joined me in doing this and shaving his head, and we had kind of talked about it growing a little bit, and people like Andy and everybody jumped in, and then BMC and the culture that it has really dove in, and we actually said we want to do 1 year we want to break the 100,000 mark, right? And every year we set that as a goal. Every year, and we always say, hey, if you hit what you aim for, you aim too low. So let's keep pushing the bar up higher. Well, I think I just looked, and I think we're at like 94.
Where we at?
And it could be higher if someone's got their phone open or what it is. So, I mean, it is truly amazing to BMC's culture, to everybody on this call, and to everybody who's in. So it's 96 and change. So thank you, everybody, first and foremost. That is amazing. We know we'll get higher by the end of this. We have some other things, but I just want to say thank you to everybody who kind of leans in up front. Most people may know this. This kind of thing kicks off, I think, in December. We start getting together. So people like Kristen Eckelkamp and Rick Abono and Luciana and Nano and Michelle Bartlett and Lee Nash and Terry and Captain Morgan, I saw you out there, Maria and Kristen Sanders and Ryan Robinson and Cubes and many other people. We pick locations, we do stuff. We ask, how can we actually do more and do better? And I got to say, BMC rises to the occasion and continues to do it. We have great locations going on. We have Houston is having a big event right now. Chris, if you see someone out there with this awesome basement out there, that's Chris opening up his house to the people in Cary. We didn't have really a spot there. We moved, we pivoted, and thank you so much for that. And then we have Nano, we're somewhere out here hosting us in her house and everything. And then I thank you for that. And then Lee has people, and there are so many locations of BMCers just opening up their house, their hearts, their homes. Thank you so much. So with that, let's kind of go in. Dave, so tell us a little bit about St. Baldrick's. But before we go there,
yeah, so we're here for St. Baldrick's, absolutely. For those who didn't know, I think everybody knows. First of all, we set out every year to make it, as George said, our absolute biggest year. And it's for us, that's not only just raising the most money that we possibly can and we ever have. It is generating the excitement, the enthusiasm, and pulling our people together. So, like, doing this event every year for me personally is just such an important thing, and it gets me really excited and very emotional as well. This year, though, my goodness, this year felt different than any other of the other 7 years before this one. I love working with the people who do this. Everyone has such incredibly big hearts, and I want to start. For those who didn't know, we actually had Corey Bluer. For those who don't know, he is an SVP with BMC. He's our Chief Accounting Officer. And Corey Walsh, who is our Treasury VP. The two of them set a goal. They put a bounty on their own heads, and they said if the finance team hit $30,000 for this event alone, just the finance team, which was led by Michael Cubes, that they would shave their heads. And that was a very big number. And I was enthusiastic. I don't think George was. He was like, that might be a big number for one team to hit. But they hit it. They hit it this morning. So everyone rallied around finance. I think folks even gave up their own personal donations to direct. Corey, I cannot thank you. We cannot thank you enough, because what you did accelerated not just the energy, but the funds that have been raised. And it is amazing what you've done. And for those who matched those contributions, Mark Rothman and Chet Benner and Scott Crowder, thank you. Thank you for doing what you did. This is going to be great. So real quick, for those who aren't familiar enough with there they are. There's Houston, baby. Hey, Houston, we do not have a problem today. Awesome. So we will get to you guys in just a couple of minutes here. So St. Baldrick's in a nutshell. And Kathleen, I'm not going to steal your thunder here, right? We got Kathleen, the CEO of St. Baldrick's, joining us for a couple minutes today. But they have one very important mission, and that is to find cures to completely erase childhood cancers from the earth. And so we have partnered with them for the last 8 years. We are now we are like hundreds of dollars away from hitting $500,000 raised by BMC in the last 8 years. That all gets funneled to St. Baldrick's to help find cures for pediatric cancer research. A couple of really important things I want to note. The reason the money is so important, right, is a couple of things. Number one, this is a global thing that we all deal with. On the call today, we have folks representing many continents where BMC employees live, right? This is not just sort of isolated to one part of the world. And so every 2 minutes or so, there's a child that gets diagnosed with something. And so if I am certain everyone on this call today has someone in their lives they know who has experienced having gone through it, a friend, a family member. And when someone gets that call about their child, it just the pain is just so that's why we're here today, is to help fund, St. Baldrick's and fund for that. But I also wanted to make sure that you knew kind of where the money actually goes. So a couple things. As our own Michael Richin will tell you, Michael Richin was diagnosed when he was a child 40 years ago in Germany. And at that time in Germany, anywhere, there were no treatments for childhood cancer. Children were treated as adults with very aggressive treatments. And so a very important part of what St. Baldrick's does is to attempt to not only find cures, but to find cures that are very specific to the unique childhood cancers that pediatrics deal with, and to enable them through treatment to not only survive, right, and show no signs of that disease, but to also live healthy, fulfilled lives. And so that's important, number one. And number two, George and I had the honor of attending a dinner one night several years ago in New York, hosted by Kathleen. There were a number of doctors and researchers and scientists in that room. And one thing I learned that always stands out to me, think about this from what we do from a career standpoint. There isn't a whole lot of money to be earned in research. There isn't a whole lot of money being made by the people who are trying to find cures. So the money that we raise that gets funneled to St. Baldrick's helps to run the labs, helps to pay payroll, people who are not doing this for the money, right? They're doing it for the love and the hope that we can find the cures. And so I thank you all for doing what you do. We're here today to celebrate this and the good work that we're doing, but most importantly, we're here to help save some lives. So thank you for doing this year after year.
Thanks, Dave. I always appreciate that. And Kathleen, since you're out there, why don't you just give us a few words from the helm for us? And thank you for, by the way, first and foremost, always taking time out of your schedule, always joining our team here, and you're a big part of it, and we appreciate you.
Well, thank you so much, George and David. I'm honored to be part of it, and I want to thank you for inviting me to be part of today. I want to thank you both before I start, because your leadership over the last 8 years has allowed BMC to become a corporate hero to kids with cancer. And so that's all of you. You are the corporation, and you've done an absolutely phenomenal job, and we're thrilled to have you on this journey with us. A few weeks ago, St. Baldrick's celebrated its 25th year, but you are all making sure we never see our 50th, because our goal, of course, is to conquer kids' cancer long before then. And I'm really confident in saying that we will, because in the last fiscal quarter alone, I want to give you just a couple of examples of things that you have made happen because of the support that you've given over the last 8 years. So in the last quarter, the FDA approved a new drug to treat neuroblastoma. And I should note that a little bit earlier, a few years back, you supported work that helped raise the survival rate for neuroblastoma, a cancer of the sympathetic nervous system, from 30% to 50%. Wow. And so this new drug is creating new hope. It's called difluoromethylornithine. And I hope I got that right. It's a bit of a tongue twister, but it was originally used to treat West African sleeping sickness in 1978. And someone finally figured out that it could help kids with cancer too. And so isn't that incredible? And you made that happen. Another St. Baldrick's funded researcher has found a protein called piezo-1 that seems to help T cells fight cancer better, and that could lead to new ways to fight many cancers, not only pediatric, but potentially adult cancers also. Brain tumors are the most lethal type of cancer in children, and yet another team of researchers you supported has recently found that circular extrachromosomal DNA, which exists in tumors, makes cancer cells grow, resist drugs, and causes patients to be sicker. So one of these studies, or this team of researchers studying a brain tumor called medulloblastoma, found that patients with this type of tumor DNA are more likely to relapse and die within 5 years of their initial diagnosis. So research is a painstaking, frustratingly long process, but of course it's so important to know what's working and what isn't. And so the next step in that process will be to understand how this DNA contributes to cancer progression and treatment resistance. And that will then point researchers in the right path to actually getting efficacious cures. For patients with yet a different type of brain cancer, diffuse intrinsic pontine glioma, or DIPG, their diagnosis is universally fatal. This typically affects very young children. Their life expectancy after diagnosis is only 9 to 12 months. However, a little girl named Mary has been a trailblazer. She lived an astounding 41 months after her diagnosis, and she really lived during that time. 41 months isn't what Mary deserved. She deserved a whole lifetime. But she has taught us, what she has taught us is helping researchers crack the DIPG code. And that is only possible because you made it so. So on a much lighter note, as I collect myself here, I want to say that over the last 8 years, as George and David said, you've raised just about $500,000, which is astounding. You've shaved, or will as of today, shaved 157 heads. And by my calculation, that's about 15,700,000 hairs. So clearly we can and do track a lot of things, but we cannot measure the hope you give or the life in the years you ensure. And so the words thank you are so small compared to what you've given, but from the bottom of my heart, I mean them, and I wish you all a great St. Baldrick's Day.
Oh, Kathleen, thank you. And I hope everybody could hear us. We seem to have a little technical difficulty, Dave and I personally right now. Our cameras seem to shut down, but we really appreciate you, everybody there, and what you all do day in and day out. So thank you. And thank you for the passion and commitment you bring. So I apologize that everybody can't see Dave and I right now, but I'd like to introduce Jeff Hardy, who has been a big part of this. Jeff, you know, you definitely really help Dave and I and steer the ship and bring everything to light for us all the time. And would love for you to kind of kick it off and talk a little bit about, before we get into the shavings, about BMC and you know, our partnership.
Well, so first of all, thank you, George. Thank you, David. And thank you for everything the two of you do to lead the charge here with St. Baldrick's at BMC. Kathleen, thank you for the incredibly moving story. Thank you for the important and vital work that you do. Obviously, we are here to support you in any way that we can. Look, before everybody joins me with your sweet haircuts, I just want to talk a minute about our history sort of with St. Baldrick's, and I want to just give a little bit of thanks to folks around the globe. So, look, our involvement with this started a while back, right? I think George said 8 years ago or so, seems even longer, with George and Dave and a number of the people in our New York office shaving their head. I think it started in like a bar with a number of different companies. Then that sort of moved to in the office in New York. Then we had a number of places sort of in the US that did it. Then that, you know, started to incorporate other countries outside of the US. And what Dave and George have done, and all of you, is turn this into a truly global event and turned it into a truly holistically BMC moment. BMC is committed to health and wellness, and we're all about cancer prevention and childhood cancer research. We're thrilled to be able to help St. Baldrick's, and I am incredibly grateful for everyone's involvement in this cause. We've raised nearly $500,000 for St. Baldrick's lifetime. I think we're at about 450,000 or so, and growing as we speak. Again, I mentioned that this is a global audience, that this is a global event. I think that speaks to our culture, the type of people that we have here at BMC, the type of stories, right, that we've been able to hear and share around the globe. And I find it to be one of the most meaningful moments of the year here at BMC. So thank you to everyone that's been involved. Kathleen, thank you again. David and George, thank you. Thank you to the 64 volunteers around the globe and all of the team members that have been identified that are participating today. I think Inside Sales has the most at 29 people on the team. So way to go, Inside Sales. Super cool. The team captains, so Ryan Robinson, who's leading that huge inside sales team, Terry Hochul, who's been leading our legal team, Mike Cubes with the incredible bounty on the Corey head of hair. Mike, thank you, leading our finance team. Pato and Luciana in Latin America, Morgan Weltner and Jacobo Crespo in Europe for the international crew. Morgan's been doing this for ages as well, as has Jacobo. So thank you both for your involvement. Michelle Bartlett on the pre-sale side of things. Michelle too. You know, I'd love to say first time, long time, but it's like many time, long time. Thank you, Michelle. Nano leading our BP and revenue office team. I think I saw her with somebody earlier in the video. Nano, thank you for being involved here. Matt Chapman, I think I saw him with his wife earlier in one of the screens as they were scrolling around, leading our customer success team. Matt, thank you. Katie Riccobono and Lee Nash for enterprise. Thanks, Katie and Lee. I saw Lee and Barron getting ready to shave each other's heads. That's awesome. And then the star team, Dave and George, thank you guys again, as always. I think you guys said we already made the 30K bounty for Corey and Corey's hair, right?
I think we did. Yeah,
We did before we even kicked it off. I was praying we hit it before SCO. We hit it before we started. So for everyone out there, everyone else who got, thank you. And we're going to actually start, Jeff. That's a great lead in, right? We're going to actually start by turning on the camera for whoever's got that in Houston, whoever's got the camera in Houston. Let's get you front and center. Yeah.
By the way, did Gleason turn his basement into a barbershop? Like, it looks like there's a crowd, there's chairs.
Hang on. We would be remiss. David Wright, wave your hand out there in Chris Gleason's basement. Wave your hand, baby. David Wright is an honorary. You won't find him in the team's active directory. He is an honorary BMCer who year after year, way before we even started doing it, right? Back when you started doing it, I think.
Probably, yeah.
And has made a significant, and I mean significant, contribution to St. Baldrick's and to the results that we get to brag about at BMC. David, thank you for being with us year after year after year. We appreciate you. And you right now, it looks like he's gonna win. Yeah, again. The BMC top fundraiser is gonna go to David Wright. You're the man. You're the man, baby. All right, so where is so a couple things. We've got a couple of really small things that we'll get to Houston. All right, we got someone stepped up. Robert Crump, I know he's out there somewhere. There's a milestone. This is Robert's third year doing this with us. So Robert is now considered by St. Baldrick's to be a Squire of Hope. And Jody, where are you? Jody Tobias. Yeah, same last name. Doesn't work for BMC. My wife. She's shaving today. This is her 7th year, which makes her
7 years.
A knight of the bald table.
7 years, Jody.
Houston, where are you?
Jody actually came in with hair today, and someone's like, I don't think I've ever seen Jody with hair. It was actually
Jason,
Nana.
you out there? Mr. Gorsica?
Yeah, Derek has it, y'all. There's Houston.
Let's see.
I don't see him.
Go to the next page.
It's under the name. There we go, Derek. Hey, Vanessa, could you
There we
do me a
go.
favor?
There's Corey Bluer ready to get his hair.
Vanessa, can you do me a favor? Can you actually spotlight Derek Dennis? Let's make that full screen for everybody if we can.
So Houston, congratulations. You get to kick off our shaving. So it is time to actually start the festivities.
I see Pat Tagtow there. Does that mean he's shaving his head as well?
So.
Yeah, I think you're just trying to get everybody in the boat right now.
Just saying.
I like that.
Houston, you're on mute. If you guys can come off mute, we can't hear you.
I think they're working on that. Corey Walsh and Corey look ready. They look a little forlorn, but look, it grows back, fellas. It's for a good cause. Pat looks like he wants to jump in to
They
the
look a little-
action.
They look a little nervous, Jeff. They look a little bit nervous.
I know Pat's thinking about it.
Are you able to unmute them?
They were probably thinking,
think
Jeff,
I
it
can.
should have, the number should have been
There we
40.
go.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah.
We got multiple.
And then cubes too, right?
Where's Cubes?
Yeah.
Hey, Mike. I've never seen your face before, man. So it's great to see you. Oh, look at this roof down there. Oh, Terry and Mike, thanks for pulling the office together. So how are we going to start this? Who's shaving first?
Or is anybody shaving in the room?
They're
They're
like,
like,
we gotta start with Blue.
they're like you're planning out today?
There it is,
Yeah.
Corey.
That's how it works.
Oh boy. Look, I hope that's a professional.
Section, can you turn that volume number 2, right? Number 3.
Love it.
Let it rip as soon as it goes in.
Here we go. Here we go.
You save on hair product.
Landing strip first. Landing strip first.
I
Right
thought
down the
Terry
middle,
might
baby.
get in on the action too there for a
Thank
second.
you all for what you all did, and Mike, thanks for driving this. We've got an echo, so I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah.
No,
Can't hear him.
it's on mute again.
Hey, you guys were on mute again. I'm sorry. You can only have only one device can have a microphone going.
I think it's they've got the Polycom and the
It's going low.
Corey, you are gonna look so good with no hair.
Oh, my.
I hope those clippers don't
That's not what I
malfunction
thought.
halfway through.
Hey, look, I don't want to snag. I don't want to snag. So you get a big grip on
Great.
this. I'm looking like
Fantastic.
But he still has hair. Wait, he's not bald yet.
He did it backwards.
Better.
look at that. You're
That away, Corey.
There it is.
It's like looking in the mirror.
It's like looking at
Tonight, when you put your head on the pillow, you'll be like, what did I agree to?
No, I see lots of phones. Take lots of pictures down there. We're gonna get-
that too. I would do that too.
Pictures.
Hey,
Ah.
so Corey, what made you step up and volunteer this year?
You guys are looking for it. Is that what made you volunteer? I didn't have a choice.
Some of the best voluntold.
Last excuse.
You didn't even ask. You just said you're doing
Yeah.
Love it. Who's next?
fantastic. The other Corey's up next.
Yeah, definitely don't stop there.
Oh, you'll have to do a cleanup tomorrow, no matter however it comes out.
Is my head straight?
Just so everyone knows, for anyone who's listening on the phone, anyone who has not made a donation yet, you should be watching this from a screen where you can actually click into the BMC donation pages here. We are currently at $99,965 on the year.
That's
which is by
awesome.
far our biggest year. And we're about to topple 100 grand, so let's get there.
But you gotta get it really straight. You've done this before. Once or twice.
You're gonna have to clean it up tomorrow. Trust me. You're gonna come out, you're gonna be like, hey, there's a little extra hair or something.
If you're bored, just in the bar. Sam and I are going to be good friends.
$100,000. Who donated? It was you, Helene. Helene got us to 100K, baby.
Chet might sub for you.
I was wrong, double 15.
Did it, guys.
Oh my God! Every year I go, George, this is the year 100K. He goes, I don't know, man. It's a big number.
My people, Sam got a future here.
Right? He's really cleaning Corey up.
That looks good.
Got hardcore. Got the right one with the clippers. Anybody else, you would have not been happy. Good luck. It's a very thorough job. This your own gear, Sam? Anybody
Corey,
can
you're a good-looking bald guy.
Yeah.
Sam, is that your own gear? Yes, sir. Cool. You got to keep it in your office for a while. I got it. I use razors. I haven't used these. I want to shave my beard. Had to come down for a yeah. Just clean up his neck real quick. You got the talcum from the barber powders? Yeah. I got it. Oh. How about the hot towel?
So for anyone who grew up in the 80s, anywhere near the 80s, you get this picture, right?
That's not one the other day.
External concealment.
All right, Corey Walsh, you're gonna be up next, and so when we're getting Corey here cleaned up, Corey Walsh will step up, and then we'll also spin up the next.
I know where to find you.
The next group.
Right.
Here we go. Oh my gosh, you're gonna need 20 minutes for that head of hair.
Are we good? I think so. All right.
Wow.
That's a beautiful head of hair. Yay!
Corey, you are up.
Way to go, Corey.
And hey, so Ryan, get ready because the inside sales team down there in Cary and Chris's basement, you're going up next here.
Hey, Corey, thank you for doing it and for motivating everybody to give a little deeper this year.
That way we can go to
Yeah,
another room. Bounce back.
Got balls because I'm gonna make a jacket out of it.
Corey, it only hurts for a few seconds, Corey. Don't worry.
Sure you want to do this?
All right, hey, Vanessa, can we unspotlight the Houston office? We can still watch Corey and Ryan Robinson and the group down in Cary.
I am here. Can everyone hear me?
Go for it. Knock it out.
Just want to say thank you for Dave for recommending this opportunity for me. He didn't know at the time, but I had some family members that went through
Some thick hair, Sam.
went through going through this battle with cancer, and it means a lot to me to be able to step up and gather all my my ISD team members together and participate by shaving my own head.
29 of them. That's a little more than gather. That's a crew. When they say you need a crew to get stuff done, you bring a crew.
That's right, and they stepped up, and I'm really proud of them. And thank you all for doing this. This is great.
Oh no, it's great, Kelly. Beautiful team, 29, and locations and everybody doing it. Amazing. So, kick off the shave, inside sales team.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, maybe Vanessa, can you do me a favor because we have so many people there. I want folks to see this. Can you spotlight for a couple minutes here, Chris Gleason on the screen?
Oh, he's walking with it. Chris is actually taking us for a journey. Do not spotlight him right now. Just leave it right
Right up his nose.
there.
He's in the Gleason salon. It looks
Oh, look at this.
Wow.
right. Jeez.
Someone needs to have a QBR in that basement. That's amazing.
Look at Ryan doing a selfie.
All right, Vanessa, let's unspotlight Chris because he's moving his camera, if you could.
Oh, they're heading out back.
That's all
We
right.
done?
Watch it here. Awesome.
I got my George Jefferson going first, and then I can get the rest.
You look like Shaquille O'Neal right now, by the way.
That's so
By the way,
good.
you're good at it. You are very good at it.
So good.
Corey's almost done over there. And then we got the inside sales team going.
We are so making it to 101 today.
We will.
I think we will.
Definitely. It'll pour in. It always does.
Andy, is somebody coming to shave your head? You look like you're ready.
We're already at a
When Andy jumped in, Jeff, I was like, this is the longest I've ever seen your hair in my life, Andy.
Yeah.
I can do a selfie too, Jeff, but I can get my wife to do it if she wants to.
Why you?
She said she doesn't want to be on camera though.
It's totally up to you.
I think that Andy would also look good in the mohawk.
You can do the mohawk, Michelle.
Come on, Andy. Matching mohawks. Matching mohawks. Come on, baby.
I don't know if I can go to SCO with them with matching mohawks.
Wait, we are up to 250 for Dave to keep his mohawk.
Oh, no, really? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Poor Jody. She gets that a lot, by the way.
And shout out to Celso Rodriguez last year for showing up with his crooked mohawk.
Yeah, that's the inspiration. That's it. It is now born from Celso. He is the one. We'll call it the Celso.
Hey,
All right, Dave,
Tori.
we're ready to start.
We're starting.
Do it. Yeah, go.
Oh
Who's
boy.
going first?
We just lost Carolyn's
Going
video.
with her area. You got Chris.
I'm there.
Yep.
Yeah, hey, Vanessa. Wow, Corey, you are. There you go. David, right. David, how much beard growth is that?
Yeah,
For
that's
how- for how
1
long?
year.
Do you trim it ever during the year, David?
How much beard growth? I don't know. It was maybe 8 or 9 inches. But I started
How
in
many
September.
months? How many months?
How many months?
Oh, you're going to make me do the math. 7 months.
7?
Months? That would take me like 7 years, by the way.
Yeah.
Still wouldn't have that.
Yeah, thanks a lot of products, but I wasn't
Well, amazing. Well,
So just quickly, I want to thank everyone at BMC for letting me join you guys. This has been really cool. This is my 4th year shaving with you guys. I did the first one virtually with the pandemic, and I really appreciate BMC welcoming me into your family. It's a fantastic charity that you guys are associated with, and it's amazing that you've already raised $100,000 this year. That's super cool. It's taken me 14 years, but I just got to $100,000 this year over
That's
14 years.
Awesome.
congratulations, David. Thanks for joining us. Yep.
Yeah,
14
great
years.
group. I hope to do it all in person at some point.
Yeah,
Yes.
some point. We keep trying. We'll get there.
We need to park in some food stuff.
All right. How are we doing on Corey? He was definitely had a good head of hair. That was taking some time over there.
He looks good.
Yeah. Hey, Vanessa, can you spotlight Derek Dennis real quick for a moment?
Or just unspotlight everybody. Oh, look at that. Now,
whoa! Whoa! 2 spotlights.
Looking good.
Fantastic. Looks fantastic.
Unbelievable, Corey. You're gonna save so much money on shampoo, by the way,
and hair product.
and the time spent on the beautification. Fantastic.
He's like, the goal should have been 50.
Hey, is there anyone on the ISD team who would like to say a few words? Mic is open. It's yours if you want it. Come off mute and chime in.
All right, I always say silence is golden. I mean,
Yeah.
no one's got that last deal hanging out there. So let's also then jump into enterprise, right? With Lee and Baron over there and stuff. And why don't you guys, can we spotlight Vanessa, can you spotlight Baron and Lee? There you go.
Yeah.
And if everybody could go on mute, go ahead. Baron, go ahead, Lee.
Hey everybody, Lee Nance from the prize game. I learned today that I'm a squire. This is my third year to participate in this great cause. My crew is Olivia Anderson, Katie Riccobono, myself, Baron Carroll, and we do have some friends and family from the enterprise here with us today to help us. That'll jump in from behind the scenes there. But just a quick piece about kind of my motivation cost behind this. I've got some good friends that were deeply affected by childhood cancer about 3 years ago. Liz and Gil Plummer. Tragically, they did lose their son William to cancer 2 years ago. So this is deeply personal cause for me, and just really honored to be part of this crew here. I'm gonna give it over to Baron real quick. We also have a real reason for the cause this year that Baron's going to talk about.
Thanks, Lee. Want to make sure everybody can see my shirt okay.
We can.
Hey folks, so really appreciate everybody coming together on this this beautiful day for this amazing cause. Really my message is very simple, and that's just to remind you that cancer can affect everybody. It can affect people in our community. And I'm a longtime supporter of this event, but a first-time participant, and it's because the cause is deeply personal. Some great family friends of mine and many of us at BMC and their brave little daughter are going through this right now. So it's really my honor to be able to participate today. I did have a rare chance to speak with the patient. She's a brave little girl, and she let me know two things. First of all, she doesn't think being bald would look very good on me. She'd rather I do blue and green hair parted down the middle. So we will be doing that. Lovely Paige and Beth are going to help us out with that. And part two is the most, I thought this was just precious. The most frustrating part of her treatment for her is that she really loves sushi, and she's not able to eat raw fish right now because of her treatment. So her amazing parents said, you know what, Annabelle, whenever you're finished, we're going to go to Japan. So Annabelle, if you're out there listening, please think about inviting me to Japan. I'd really like to go with you and have some amazing sushi. And we're doing everything today in your honor, sweet, brave little girl. So this is for Annabelle.
Yeah, that's real.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, Lee, are you dying or you're going bald?
Oh, I'm going bald. You know me. So Beth is actually going to help me with the thing here. We've given her a little crash course. Let's see how it goes.
Can't make a mistake, Lee. You know that.
Come on, let's go, Beth.
Can't make a mistake.
Do your worst.
The landing strip. There we
Yeah.
go. Leave it. Done. Leave it.
Yeah. Let's get some dye.
Okay, more plastic.
We're gonna start with the green.
Nice play. More plastic.
Wow. Hey, Vanessa, while we got these guys on screen, don't unspotlight them, but I saw you did a dual spotlight. Can you spotlight Katie Riccobono as well?
Yeah, we can.
There we go. There we go. Mr. and Mrs. Riccobono. Ricky Bono. Look at Rick.
A legend, Rick Riccobono.
Rick Riccobono.
Let's get Paige on there.
I had met Katie Riccobono. We were out to dinner, not in a bar, when we talked about this. And I just said, hey, we do this thing. Or actually, she said, hey, I hear you do this St. Baldrick's. And I talked a little bit about it. She brought me back to it. And she's like, I want to do it next year. And I was like, are you serious? She's like, yeah, we're all in. And she's been all in, I think, 6-7 years now. And fantastic. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
It's a highlight of our year. Our kids look forward to doing it. They wish they could have skipped school to shave Dad's head today, but happy to be a part of it, and just so incredibly thankful to everybody at BMC and family members and everybody else that's contributing. We got us over the 100K. It's awesome.
It's beautiful. We'll be down there next year.
Can't wait.
One of the things about that organization that you used to be in, Katie, was the inside sales team that Ryan's now leading down there. But that year, George, was the year that we did both a huge BMC event in New York, And then we flew down to Cary, and with Kelly and Katie, we organized an awesome event at a park with food trucks and music. Half the place was just parents and grandparents and friends and siblings. And we had an amazing event down there. And that was the year to me that things really they just took off. And so when we talk about Jeff had mentioned it, right? We talk about this thing that we're doing here being such an integral part of BMC. It is absolutely woven deeply into the fabric of our culture globally. And Katie, what you had done down there with Kelly, so many years ago in Cary really helped us start that. So glad you're still here with us.
It's beautiful, and I'm actually excited that Baron's gonna walk around just with a middle part in general.
Dude,
I haven't seen a middle part on that guy in general, so
hang
that's
on.
gonna be good right
Hang on.
there.
So Baron, a pro tip here, dude. Not that I'm a professional, but a pro tip. In case this doesn't take because the hair isn't completely stripped of its pigment, to get the real dye in there, you gotta bleach it first. Then you dye. I learned that the hard way about 4 years ago. So if you wake up tomorrow and it's not blue and green, you're gonna have to go out and bleach it. Ulta Beauty sells it. Bleach it, then redo it, and then you and me, we spend the entire time at SCO together with your blue and green and my orange mohawk.
Dave's gonna just send you
That's my commitment to you, Dave.
He's gonna send you a gift from Amazon. It'll be there in the morning. All right. Well, while this is going on, if we could unspotlight them and we could actually jump into our customer success, LATAM and international team and kind of kick off with them. I know Matt's out there. I saw Captain Morgan. I saw, a bunch of people. Chapman.
You're up, baby.
All right. Well, George, thanks again for all the leadership of both you and Tobias. It's awesome to see. I think, in customer success, we really help our customers really adopt our solutions, right? And I think here we're really helping kids, see the value that they can bring to the world, right? And it's just a small little way of helping children battling cancer, helping raise awareness for this great cause. And look, we're bringing funds to research that can change lives. We just heard that today, which I think is awesome. I think this act is a small but very powerful way to make a big difference and bring hope to those who need it most, right? And this year, I'm going to be shaving for my cousin who actually just 3 weeks ago got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer of the heart. And so she's battling her own, but no child ever has to battle like she is. And what a great cause to help the researchers that can go tackle this really ugly disease.
In a little while, you can come up though, because I won't be able to call you when I start.
Weltner, you're not on mute, buddy. Oh, Captain.
Matt, or anything we can do, man, let us know.
Appreciate it.
All right, well, kick it off, and Morgan,
whoever you were just yelling at, we all heard it. So
Did you really?
yeah,
I thought I muted myself.
That's all right.
It's a new feature that Zoom just built into the technology. It's called mute.
Well, you muted me. Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you.
Okay.
And you know how much
I did think I muted myself. I was yelling. I was calling my son who wanted to make sure he could come up and watch the head shave.
Yeah, oh my God.
So I don't know where he is, but he'll be showing up momentarily. But yeah, guys, good to see everybody, and thanks. Look, I've been at this with George and Dave and team. I guess since the first year, second year, maybe. I don't really remember back in New York before I relocated to Europe 5 years ago. And I've just been happy to be part of it, to bring the show across the pond, as it were, as my fellow, well, not fellow, but my compatriot might say. But yeah, I'm based in Copenhagen, Denmark these days. So just to bring it together with the rest of the BMCers across Americas and make it truly international. There's like 5 people that have joined me, or 5 of us total, that are representing international this year. 2 of them are on the line, Michael Ritson and Michael Garside, and colleagues of mine here in the international group within BMC. The reason I got started, it wasn't because I had a particular story to tell. I'm just a fan of anything that is relevant to embetterment of kids in general, the future of life, the ones that are going to have everything in their hands when we're gone. And whether it's through this or any other thing, as a father of my own here with my little boy here and my daughter somewhere around. Let's go. Okay, say hi. It's just a great cause, and it's just great to rally with friends of mine and bring some awareness and some impact to an important thing. So I'm just really glad to be part of it and doing it over here in Europe. Thank you, guys. And if anybody on my team too would like to say anything, feel free.
Luciana.
Yes, hola. Hey, we
Hola,
have
¿cómo estás?
David. I'm
Hola.
good. We have David
Hello.
Salichiker shaving. I'm representing the Latin America team. So thank you. Gracias, David.
Always.
No, thank you. Thank you. I am very proud to be here 5 years on a row. So I'm very proud to help every 5 years and to help conquer kids cancer, because it's very important, this cause for all over the world.
No, thank you. And I look forward to giving you a big hug at SCO as always every year. So appreciate it.
No, thank you.
And Luciana, thank you for always leading from the front. You're on every call, you join in, and you're a big part of our team, and you make a big difference, and we appreciate you. Okay.
Oh, hang on. We have a very special guest who would like to say hello to everyone. And so let's take a moment now. Everyone, please go on mute and pay attention here. And Daniel.
Go ahead. Rick, thank you for doing this for the kids with cancer.
You're beautiful, baby. Hey, you and me, we wear glasses. We got to stick together, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You're beautiful.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, my daughter Annabelle was diagnosed with BALL a month ago. So she is fighting with leukemia as we speak, and she's doing really great. She's all this research obviously pays through dividends and directly impacts people close to you. So we all really appreciate everyone and everything that's going on here today, and to be part of the of a company that supports this so well. So thank you guys, and thank you Baron for the Annabelle shirt, and Lee and everyone else. So we really appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much.
You all. Annabelle. Annabelle.
Annabelle. Annabelle.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna say something to Baron.
Okay.
Say something to
Go.
Baron. And also, Baron, you are coming to Japan with me.
That's beautiful. Thank you. Fantastic.
Mr. Crump, you've been shaving for like 14 hours. What's going on, man? All right.
I think I need a new
Oh my God. First of
new
all,
saber.
yeah, right? You look good though, baby. You look good. The bald people are gonna have to stick together in Vegas. All right, so hang on, quick update here. First of all, let's see. As an event, we are now at $101,094. Yeah. That's 1 year. I'm not exactly sure where that puts us lifetime, but we are right. I mean, we're right at $500,000. I could taste the $500,000. So far, the #1 fundraiser is David Wright at just over 14,000. And the #1 team, as it will come as no surprise to anyone, is Finance with just over $30,000 and 2 heads of beautiful hair. All right, now we're going to move into I'm not sure if the revenue office and BP or anyone shaving over there because pre-sales. Yeah, but you guys wanted to say something or? No, you don't want to say.
Honestly, I think, yeah, you guys have said it all today. We are doing great.
So here in the room, Nano Goyette opened up her home and hosted a whole bunch of people for us today, so we could be together with some of our folks, our family here. And so Michelle was leading the pre-sales team and the value engineers, and has done a phenomenal job. And Nano Goyette, if you don't know Nano, you've been living under a rock for like your entire existence here. So Nano, thank you for jumping in and doing your part. All right. Does anyone else have anything else they want to chime in with or share with the group before we move on to who's next, Georgie?
Us.
Oh, so you guys shave.
He's like, I want that orange hair. The orange hair. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and George and I are gonna shave along with my wife Jody. I am going, apparently there was a bounty on my head here, so we're gonna go with the mohawk. If you're going to Vegas at SCO, you'll see me with the orange mohawk. Please just give me a high five and don't make fun of me. Why don't we do this?
Can I move this?
Yeah.
All right, you gonna start? I want to do this. You want to put that one in the chair? Yeah, there we go. Move it back a little bit.
Yeah, I have a Dyson.
That's great.
Yeah, let's push him in tight.
Just gonna with it.
Who's going first, George or David?
All three.
We got 3, baby.
All right, all at once. Sweet.
All right, put the capes on.
Very economical of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let you shake.
All right, by the way, are there any spontaneous shaves out there? Has anyone gotten caught up in the moment?
She goes bald when he gets it.
Oh, Andy's doing it.
Where's Andy?
And look at Andy's been moved to shave his head. How about you, Terry Gast?
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Where's Terry? Oh, there he is. Oh, hey, Terry. Oh, man.
I'm just saying that's a full head of hair right there.
It's a full head. You're married. You got kids. I mean, you got nothing else to look forward to. Just shave it. Come on.
It'd have been
Terry,
great if you were
Terry,
here to
I've-
do that for me, Jeff.
Terry, I've found that the fastest fundraising is done ad hoc like this on the spot. I bet you could probably get up to a couple thousand pretty quickly.
Oh, my God. So, so those who know, Andy.
Terry's like, my connection is bad. Hold on.
That's up.
Internet's going out in the house.
Terry, there's like.
I'll just throw it out there. I'll put 200 on your head. I'll put 200 on your head.
I'll match Andy's 200.
I'll match 200.
It's going to take a lot more.
Hang on. Where's Greg Mariano? Greg, you out there?
Someone has to differentiate ourselves on stage, Jeff, or I'll look like both you and Stefan.
Listen, you don't have to wear any glasses. You can just go up no glasses.
We're good.
I can shave my own head.
Andy did this. Andy started with us a bunch of years ago, took a break for a couple other charities, and then he decided 2 days ago to join in. So he actually might top the leaderboard.
I took a page right out of Greg Bukowski's book, aka Buko. Last minute.
Got it, Jody?
Yep.
Where's Mariano? Mariano's on the strategic team. Where is he?
That's not, I mean,
Just go left and right.
Straight across.
he's right here.
Go straight.
Oh, yeah, we're going to go.
There's Greg. I don't know how to use slippers.
Let me get this out of the way.
No clue.
There you go.
Well, first time.
In Houston, we haven't had like a live looking into Houston lately. Everybody, we still shaving there or are we done?
No, just leave it like this. I walk around like this.
You wanna try?
Here, down, right down the middle.
You sure?
The whole strip, front to back.
Huh?
Like here.
Yeah.
No,
It looks like a scene out of Braveheart. I feel concerned about Andy's head.
I am too.
It's like a comet.
Just the top?
No, the whole thing.
Right, this could get dark in Andy's kitchen.
Front to back.
We'll start at the top, like right at the top. Don't go all the way from the.
Andy, go all the way through. There it is.
Hold on.
The good news is I'll be able to clean this up because it's bright orange.
You'll be able to see it.
Oh, look at Andy. Going well.
Go get shaved.
Come on.
Go around
Come
the
on.
south.
Everyone take swipes, man. Jody, you're next.
Anybody?
Jody,
Yeah,
whoa,
man.
Jody,
coming
come
around.
Yeah, Maddie's coming over. You want in? All right.
It's going
Come on,
across my head.
I know, but I
These ones
got that
go over
right there.
this.
All right.
That's where I'm.
I'm out.
See?
You can't, yeah, just when you get in.
Yeah,
Yeah, you go like this much. See this?
Oh, this is fantastic.
I want to see it from the bottom.
All right, Joe, why don't you sit down? Let's get you shaved also, all right?
Okay.
And then, you ready? You ready?
It's a hair out. Perfect.
Let's get you in there,
Hair
baby.
out.
Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Slide it right in here.
Oh, okay. Oh,
All right, not too late. Any spontaneous shaves? Adam Nieves, you want to shave your beard?
I know,
This is 2
come
years in
on.
a row.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Okay, look this way,
Here we
everybody.
go.
Oh, Baron, that looks great.
Not me.
That's quite a center
No,
part.
no, I'm not going to Vegas like this. Someone's got to fit. Let's go. Do this. It's like mowing a lawn. You just start going through it.
Like mowing a lawn.
Yes, in heels.
Yeah.
Don't
How you
bump into
doing,
the
Max?
barber. Don't bump into the barber.
It's doing great. George is done over here.
All right.
I knew this was.
Safe, don't trip.
Yeah, I'm not moving. I'll put that out later.
All right, Dave, hold on. I got you.
He's doing a mohawk.
Next year we'll have professional shavers. I know a girl.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
Married
see
to
that.
one, I could have brought her.
No pain, no gain, Tobias.
Right? I mean,
Yeah, the best.
And a special shout out to Jody Tobias.
That's right.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Fabulous.
Trusting me right now.
Jody's
like, it's too long.
Do it herself.
Oh, yeah, it's way too long.
Yeah, it's too long for Jody.
Yeah, I shave it every Friday.
Oh
Great.
Dude, whatever Jody was doing was really nice. Whatever you're doing
I don't
is
know what I'm
actually
doing.
hurting me. You know what? I'm gonna do it myself.
what I'm
My
doing.
God. Oh my God. What
I've
the?
actually learned. There we go. Okay, you ready?
Keep going?
Max, you want to take a swipe at the orange one?
Come on, Maggie. Wake up, Maggie. I think I got something to say to you.
Going downhill.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah, here, I'll finish it up.
Nothing else coming out. Marie, I'll get it.
I don't know what takes you so long for your hair. Mine is off and it's pretty
So
quick.
much. So much of it.
This actually hurts. It does. It's not you. I think it's the clippers.
Okay.
Doesn't need to.
All right,
Blame it on the clippers.
Do we could brush the
Let's
clippers
go
off?
ahead and say goodbye. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pause on those.
Yeah.
All right, George, you wanna
We gotta wrap it up.
wrap it up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
As sad as that is.
We're gonna fix your hair later.
Let's not.
Yeah, let's just.
See, I like the one side. I like the one side.
Another $100 to go to Vegas like
I-
that.
Like you literally look like a crazy person.
Thanks, you're not off
Hey, there's a
any
picture.
other
Hang on.
things.
I'm going photo instead. Ready?
All right, so I have David Wright at 14,000. We have Team Finance at 30,125. And we've landed at 101 and 194.
Okay.
I mean, this is phenomenal, everybody. I thank you so much. BMC, you're an amazing organization. An amazing organization. Jeff, any final words?
No, look, first of all, just thank you everyone for your involvement here. Obviously, this is, it's really cool to be a part of. It's really cool to watch. Thank you, everybody. And George and David, thank you guys again. We'll continue to do this. Like we said, it's an important part of our culture and who we are. And I couldn't be prouder, sitting here today, watching everybody shave some heads. So I love it. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks,
Keep
Jeff.
fundraising. We still take money. Keep it
Thank
going.
you.
Yeah, put it out
Let's
there.
go.
Annabelle, we got you. We got you.
Yep.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Guys, thank you.
Bye, everybody.
See you later from Easter.
All right, take her with.
See you all. Thanks.
All
You're
right.
the best, Morgan. Thank you.
Good work, everybody.
Good. Good,
Yeah,
fantastic.
bye.
I keep it just like that, Dave. Michael, thank you.
Michael,
Dave, just leave it like that. You got a little Cyndi Lauper